Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv and welcome to this live preview for tomorrow night's game against Aston Villa at the Etihad Stadium. We've got some guests on tonight and you'll be pleased to know, I think it's been quite a while that we've had all four presenters on one of these live vlogs. So I'll bring them in. I have to bring him in because we've only been waiting around for about half an hour for him, but he's finally made it as usual. Better late than never. How are you, mate?
No idea what you mean. I've been here 20 minutes.
Yeah. Of course you have. You all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Very good. Well, let's bring somebody in who was on time for the vlog, and that is Chris. How are you, mate?
I'm all right, mate. A nice little kip in between times, mate. I'm all right.
Yeah. What, waiting for him?
Waiting for him.
Waiting for him, yeah. Thought so. And our new presenter on the show. So four of us. It is Tom. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. I've just been on a 5K run whilst waiting for Martin. So, yeah, it's been really good.
There you go. Oh, look, see? So the three of us don't lie. So when he says it's nothing to do with me, it is. It's him. We've all been waiting on him. But he's here at last anyway. So thank you for Martin for turning up tonight. Right. A couple of comments in here. One, not so great, but I am going to read it out. And that is Lewis Yates. My granddad has been ill for a very long time. We've been preparing for him to pass away. And this morning he did. This will make me happy for a few hours. So thank you, guys. Lewis, it's... I don't know what to say, mate. It's terrible news. And as I posted earlier, our condolences from everybody here at McFcfcfantv. And yeah, if it takes your mind off just, for an hour or so, then yeah, but good luck, mate. Any messages from you guys, Martin?
Yeah, it's not great. And thoughts, prayers, commiserations to Lewis. It's not good. There's not a lot you can say which will help Lewis at this point. Just sit back and enjoy, and we hope we can take your mind off it for an hour or two, mate.
Tom?
Yeah, obviously, I know how it feels. In the past, obviously, few months, I lost my granddad. So, Lewis, if you need anything, a chat, I'm always open on Twitter, Tom Hudson, MCFC. And if you need a chat or any advice or just a chat on how to cope with stuff, I'm always there for you, mate. So, yeah, sorry for your loss and sorry to your family as well.
Chris?
Yeah, Lewis, you're a lovely lad, mate. You've got the email address if you need to chat. Just get in touch with us, mate, and we'll take the time out. Not a problem, mate. You're such a nice bloke. So I'm really sorry to hear your news.
Yeah, there you go. So who else is on? We've got Adam. Hi, guys. How are you? Michael says, my condolences to you for your granddad from a fellow Blue. Kurt's on. Another presenter on McFcfcfantv called Contributor. Sorry to hear about your loss, mate. Keep your chin up, mate. Like always, you need anything, contact the guys in the description. Yeah, as you know, we're always here. Good evening, Blues, from Charlie Everett. Coming into this game will be tough, but Villa have only been training as a squad for 3 days since New Year's. So that could be our advantage. Should be a great game. Jack Lee's on. Good evening, Blues. How are you, Jack? Chelsea losing, Leicester going top. They are currently top at the moment. Lewis Yates, my condolences go to you and your family. I'm sorry to hear that your sad news. Rest in peace, your grandfather from Aussie. So thank you for that. That was something we posted earlier. Sorry about your loss, Jack. So you can see the City family are gathering around you, mate. Dupe, hi. How are you? Thanks, guys, says Lewis. You're more than welcome, mate. Dupe says, sorry to hear that. Condolences to you and your family. Hope Man City makes your day tomorrow. Zagon's on. How are you? Hello there, everyone. Lewis, we're all here for you anytime, mate. Look, that's the City family. That's the City family for you. Somebody posted something on Twitter, actually, about this, and I think, Chris, you said something in a blog not so long ago, and somebody posted something, one of those random things. It says, describe the city where you're from, your footballing city. And I can't remember what I put. It was something like, we're just friendly people. It was, I know those were, champions of Europe and, Liverpool and whatever. And I just put, we're just friendly people from up north. So show you all the comments that are on here. Thanks, Dupe, says Lewis. Big thumbs up from Lewis again. Hi, Martin, says Levi Greenwood. I want to say hello to. He just wants to say hello to the main man, Martin. Kurt says, excited the game is going ahead. I'm looking forward to the preview. There's a comment from Chris who said, really sorry to hear your news, mate. Keep your chin up, pal. Here if you need a chat. And Lewis says, thank you. Let's see who else we've got on. Loads of comments, Lewis. I mean, there's tons and tons in here. I'm probably not going to be able to get through all of them, but there's loads and loads of comments on here saying sorry for your loss and everything else, mate. But there you go. Ozzy said, sadly, I can't watch the game tomorrow, so I've got to work, but I'm sure it's going to be an interesting game. When will you be live, guys? Yeah, we're now live. Evening, everyone. Leonard, Charlie Everett. Hi, Chris. He wants to give Chris a hello. All four. What a treat. There you go. It's been a while since we've all been on together. Nice to see you all, Blues. I'm you, Addy. Hello, Andy, Martin, and Chris. Hello, mate. So I'll just get through a few more. Let's just see who else is on. Charlie says, hope you're well, Tom. I've heard that there is floods in Yorkshire in the coming days. Stay safe.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's quite bad over here at the moment with all the wet weather. So, yeah, we're just sort of keeping safe and making sure everybody's all right and stuff, yeah. So, thank you.
Don't worry about him. He's on a tractor anyway. No, floods don't bother the Yorkshire folk, do they?
I'll swim to work if I need to. I'll swim to work.
You'll swim
watch over there anyway. Oh, hold on. Let's not talk over each other.
Sorry.
Chris?
I was just saying they all need a good wash over the Pennines anyway. So.
I shower every day, I have, you know.
Get your Adox out.
Yeah. In that flood stream that's outside his house. Martin, what were you going to say?
What were you going to say? You can stick a saddle on that sheep and go let him ride him over there.
There you go. Even though he's late, we're glad Martin is here. There you go. Addy's your number one fan. Hopefully Mahrez gets a hat trick tomorrow. We'll see. As well. Well, it'll be interesting when we show our teams because what we're going to do, and I asked the guys earlier if they would send their teams for predicted lineups, and you'll be surprised how many of us have put. Did you? Yeah, Martin finally got the WhatsApp messages. God knows how many. You know.
I don't want my phone not connected to me.
For somebody who is constantly on the phone to Alan and everybody else and Chris and whatever. When I send the WhatsApp message, he's never got the phone up.
Sorry, can I just break the bit of breaking news?
No, you can't. No, you can't. There you go. No. Andy Blue, Andy Father Figure of Man City Fan TV. Hi, Martin, the Tyler of Man City Fan TV. Tom must be the Jamie Redknapp of Man City Fan TV. And Chris the Joker, who cheers us up. Hope you're all. There you go.
I've seen that film.
Great film.
Thomas Satori says, hi, Blues. How are you, mate? Hope you're well. No idea what that is, but hello, guys. I hope you're all well. City till I die. I don't speak Greek or Russian. I can't make that out. Is it Greek? I think. Is it Greek? I think it might be Greek, that. Martin not presenting. What? Shock news. There you go. Giving him a night off from no, I won't say. Tomorrow, let's get the win 16 unbeaten. Hi, Thomas Satori, mate. Oh, God, another massive jump. There's loads of people on making tons of comments. So, again, if I miss you, I do apologise. I saw your debate with Simon Pajowski, Andy, and Carl. Carl saying buy coffee. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just goes to show you. Sorry to hear that, mate. Keep strong. Your granddad will always live inside your heart. Nice words, mate. City Essex 49er, you're new to the channel. Welcome. Very true. It's the fans that kept us going during the dark times. It absolutely is. Sachin, the rag is on. Come on, Villa. Please get a draw at least. God, you're so desperate, aren't you? Sorry for your troubles, Lewis, says Big Morgan. Jack Lee says, could happen. Sachin, although I doubt it. Andy Milnes is on. Evening Blues. How are you, Andy Milnes? Chris Linley is back. Not spoke to you for a while, mate. Hey, guys. Sorry to hear about your loss, Lewis. Keep your chin up, mate. Penalty to Chelsea, says Charlie Everett.
No, free kick. Got overturned on VAR.
Oh, there you go. Satchit, he might posted that earlier and then he said something else. Satchit, instead of wanting City to drop points, focus on United collecting their points. Chelsea penalty. Oh, penalty. This is. Hold on a minute. This is a United fan. So trying to be funny about penalties. Oh my lord! Gee, the hypocrisy is just abounding everywhere. Whereabouts in Yorkshire are you from, Tom?
West Yorkshire.
West Yorkshire. There's only one place, isn't there? West Yorkshire.
It's not only West Yorkshire. That's where everybody. That's where the elite people come from in Yorkshire.
There you go. The elite people in West Yorkshire. Amaris hat-trick, says Addy. Go on, Tom. What were you going to say?
Oh no, this is what Martin wanted to say. Then go on, Martin. What did you want to say then?
I just went, oh dear.
Oh dear. All right then.
Hey, listen, mate.
Where's John Stones from?
You are.
Where's John Stones from?
Barnsley,
lad.
South Yorkshire.
No, yeah, that's not West Yorkshire.
Where's Kyle Walker from?
Yeah, Sheffield.
South Yorkshire.
Yeah.
This is where I was laughing.
Hey, listen, Tom. I used to live in Milnrow.
Yeah.
Up near Huddersfield.
Yeah.
West Yorkshire's lovely, mate. Don't let them wind you up. West Yorkshire's.
Yeah. I bet you haven't been to Haworth Christmas Fair, have you?
Haworth.
Martin?
I've been to Haworth.
Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Been to Leeds.
Yeah.
Leeds.
Milnrow's Rochdale.
Well, it is Rochdale. Milnrow is Rochdale.
Not real.
Well, I mean, you only have to go. Well, you only have to go up. Well, you should know. You're close to Rochdale in Oldham.
No, I'm actually 11 miles from Rochdale.
Okay, well, you only have to go up. You only have to go up from Junction 21. After Junction 21, you hit that peak where the farm is in between the M62. Well, as soon as you go past that, you're in Yorkshire.
The farmer that'll never move.
That's been sold now. There's another couple who bought.
Was there?
Yeah. Yorkshire Water own it as well now. So
There you go. So you're getting everything on Man City Fan TV tonight. You're getting.
They're all wondering what
counties combining.
What else?
Dupe's on. Hello. Hi, Martin, Andy, Chris, Tom. You guys are all awesome. Thank you very much, mate. No penalty, free kick. There you go. Martin told you that earlier. VAR. Again. Charlie, Milnrow, Yorkshire. That's not in Yorkshire. No, I never said that.
Oh, dear. What?
Another one. One of those instead of two of those. Listen, I never said it was in Yorkshire. I said it was in Yorkshire.
No, Yorkshire.
Sachin says, we could have been top of the league if we hadn't bottled it against Leicester. It's one of those woulda, coulda, shoulda, innit? That's a typical United fans response. Oh, well, if we won every game this season, we'd win the league. Yeah, you probably would.
He's trying. Bless him.
Addy said, Chris throwing shade. Sorry. Sachin says all London teams are fighting for Banter FC title. We're not a London team, mate. We're not a London team. Andy says my dad lives in Milnrow. Yeah, I used to live there many years ago. Chris, are you from Manchester, mate? I used to live near Ripon in the Dales. There you go.
Ah, yeah.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Everyone say their favourite player currently. You're right. You need to tune in, Sujal. And if you watch some of the vlogs, then you'll hear everything. You'll know about it. So make sure you tune in, Sujal, and then you'd know all of these things. Buxton, Charlie. Hey, Buxton, nice. I used to live in High Lane near Buxton. Tom, I live in North Yorkshire. There you go, mate.
Know it very well. Yeah, my uncle.
You've not read.
Listen, I used to have a girlfriend in Midland. I don't know whether you know Midland. It's a racing community.
Yeah.
Community. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And the place is absolutely amazing as well. Anyway.
By the sounds of it, right, Martin only knows like a 5-mile radius of where he lives and nowhere else.
In Greater Manchester.
Yeah. My nephew was born in Buxton. Born at that private hospital in Buxton. You know, the hospital.
Buxton's nice. Nice, Buxton. Buxton is nice. It's a short drive from me, Chatley. Evening, Noah. Hello, Buxton. Water is nice. All water's all right. I agree. Leicester don't look that great to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Harge says, hi, Martin, Chris, Andy, and Tom. Hope you're well. Sachin's back on again. Thought on you guys being linked with Lukaku. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, mate. Actually, before we get into the preview, let's just put this absolute garbage to bed. Martin messaged us a link this morning. Though we'd seen it yesterday and the day before. It linked with Romelu Lukaku. And to be fair to Martin, he wasn't saying, yes, it's going to go.
Well, context behind it.
For a change. He was sort of saying, oh my God, have you seen this? And I just went total bollocks. And he said, it is bollocks. So Chris, links to Romelu Lukaku. I can't believe I'm actually even asking the question, but there you go.
Yeah, well, you know me, Andy, I fall for all these transfer stories. I'm very interested in the Twitter debates and stuff. I just want to know if the journalist who's reported it, is it tier 1 guff, tier 2 guff, or tier 3? Martin can tell me that.
Yeah, tier 2.
Tier 2, mate. Not tier 1, tier 2.
Well, absolute bollocks. That's all I can say on that particular one. And actually, we're going to talk about, before we get to the preview for tomorrow, we're going to talk about Pep's press conference, which he basically made that comment and that rumour bollocks. Followed by Man City fans. Kamal's on. Hello, mate. How are you? Not spoke to you for a while. His first touch, hello, mate, said never. Chelsea are 2-0 down. Wow. Lukaku is a joke rumour. Bring back Barry Conlon, says Andy Blue Moon. There you go, Martin's favourite player. Charlie Eric says, I think we're not getting Haaland because every time in summer the favourite was Koulibaly. But then we went with someone that he was linked with much. There you go. Chelsea are 2-0 down. Everyone's telling us Chelsea are 2-0 down. Addy says, my theory is that it's part of a negotiating tactic, so we can say we have other options when it comes to Haaland. But I see why. He's a tall, strong striker. It sort of makes sense in a weird way. In a very weird way, Addy. Romelu Lukaku is a good striker, but doesn't suit our style of play. Don't know who Rubber Lukaku. Michael, no need to spam, lad. Yeah. Is that... Can I leave it to you guys to sort that one out? We don't like spam, said Chris today. So you're on a very short leash at the moment. City Link, well, let's see. If he carries on, get rid of him. City Link with him, Hazard thoughts. What?
We nearly signed him. It was done.
Where's that come from?
And delivered before Chelsea. We had him. But
absolute nonsense. I don't know who's reported that. Still remember how Lukaku gifted 2 goals in Derby. We don't need Hazard. No, we don't. He's already gone, mate. Okay, thanks, Kurt. Right, on to Sergio's press conference. Have you managed to watch it today? Anyone?
No, I haven't seen it, mate. No.
Okay. Tom, did you say anything? Okay. It's interesting. I only watched it early on myself. I've had a busy day. I had Stanley outfit. Absolute piss wet through. Came home and, it was on while I was cooking. So, rumours. Pep's words were about Sergio. Sergio is still isolating, and he won't expand anymore on that. He just basically said, no, he's not available. Still isolating. He was asked about Aymeric Laporte, which is obviously, you can understand why he was asked about that. And he said he trained yesterday and he trained today. I'll stick with Laporte because later on he was asked again about Laporte by another journalist. And he said, Laporte is the best left central defender. Which is interesting. But it depends on him to get back into the team. So interesting is we've all been saying about how brilliant has been on the left of the two with Stones. But Pep has made the comment that he is still the best left centre-back.
at City at the moment. And I think we all forget how brilliant he was for us. But I still think he's going to really have to get some opportunities, which I'm sure he will, to get that back, whether it be injuries or something. Chris, what are your thoughts on the Laporte thing quickly?
I think he will get a chance at some point. We've got plenty of games coming up, Andy. He might even get a role at left back. But I think, as Pep has said, you know, it's almost impossible now to drop John Stones and Ruben Diaz because they're not making mistakes. And that was Pep's issue, that we made too many mistakes. And Laporte was culpable for some of those mistakes. But yeah, he's a great player, Laporte. Don't want him to go anywhere. And, you know, someone said the other night he looked pissed off. Well, I'm glad he looks pissed off rather than just sat there like Mendy being a clown. That's my personal opinion. So, you know. Yeah,
I've always said that. I mean, you know, anyone who's ever played football, even if you played at a really low level or something like that, if you're left on the bench and you're not picked, you're pissed off. Whether it's Sunday League football or, you know, it's the same whether you're getting paid 200 grand a week. It makes no difference. These are footballers who want to play football. There's very few footballers. In my lifetime, I have heard a few footballers go, well, it's just a job. I've never really enjoyed it, per se, playing football. It was just a job. Very, very few. But there has been a few who said that. So any player who's being left out of the squad or on the bench are going to be pissed off, and rightly so. That's exactly that. I want to see them angry, banging on his door, going, you know, I'm ready. Now, if Pep is saying, well, show it me in training. If he is showing it in training, I'm sure Pep will give him an opportunity. Tom?
Yeah, it's an interesting one with Laporte because, you know, we've relied on him, and it was always when Diaz came in, Laporte and Diaz will be the new first choice partnership. And obviously, you know, he came back and they played together against Spurs and they didn't look too good, you know. It looked a bit shaky. And then obviously Stones was coming and they've had this run since Laporte sort of filtered out of the side. We didn't know if it was because he got dropped and then suddenly he came injured suddenly, so we didn't really know what it was. And since then, the defence has been absolutely solid. And with Laporte, like Chris said, they zoomed in on him when he was on the bench the other week and he looked miserable that he wasn't playing. And I hope that anger comes back into him when he's on the pitch to prove a point that he is, you know, he's still up there in contention. Because, you know, at this moment in time, I can't see him getting back into the squad if he plays badly when he comes back, personally. You know, if he comes back for maybe, I don't know, a cup game or, you know, say that he's fit for, I don't know if it's Saturday or Sunday we play Cheltenham, but whichever day it is, if he comes back for that game and then doesn't play as well, you know, is he going to be in for the next game and vice versa? And, you know, it's an important time for him because, you know, like we said with Foden, you know, if you come back into the squad, you have to prove that you're going to be good for that first 11. And at the moment, if he comes in and doesn't perform up to the standards, there's no point in Pep worrying because he knows he can rely on Diaz and Stones to do a really good job. So it's an interesting one. I think Laporte just needs to take his chance when it comes and just prove that he's still, like Pep says, the best left centre-back we've got at the club.
Yeah, Martin, what are your thoughts on Laporte?
The ball's in his court. That's the problem. And I don't agree with this. Will he get his chance? I don't think he will.
It's this ball. About? It's this ball, look.
Hell. Well, it looks like a dentistry tool. Maybe I could have done with that a couple of nights ago.
It's like a bloody water gun. It's class.
Sorry, Martin. Go on,
Sorry,
mate.
Martin.
Mr. Slurper down there.
I'll mute it next time.
Tommy's right. He'll play against Cheltenham. The trouble is, playing against Cheltenham, whether he plays good or bad, won't get him back into the first team. He'll play against Cheltenham to give Diaz or Stones a rest.
Yeah.
I think Pep's, you said it, I think Pep has learnt this year. He's learnt now, and maybe, I think he's going down the Klopp route. Your two centre-back partnership, if those two, then you can't drop them for any game. And it was something Spencer Pryor said on last week's Friday Night Social. Yeah, we've got loads of games coming up, but if Laporte's any kind of a player, he wants to play in the big games. He doesn't want to roll out against Cheltenham on Saturday, really. To him, he'll see that as a demotion. He won't see that as a, here we go again.
The problem being, though, the conundrum is you cannot play Stones and Diaz in every single game. You just simply can't, because You can, but one of them will ultimately pick up an injury, and let's hope it's not a bad injury that keeps them out of the important games in the Champions League and the close of the season and things like that. I don't want Laporte coming in just for the sake of Stones or Diaz has picked up a nasty injury. I really don't, because the way they're playing at the moment, maybe one of them will play out until they're out of form. And you know what? You know what it's like. People go, the players go like that, don't they?
Yeah.
You might see Stones make a couple of games where he's had a massive boo-boo, or Diaz does, and he goes, tell you what, Stones and Laporte. I don't know, Chris, you going to say?
Emma Laporte will be sat there watching them. 10 games they play together, 9 clean sheets, 1 goal conceded. Emma Laporte's he's not stupid. No. You know, we think, I deserve to be playing, these two are crap.
Yeah.
He knows he'll have to bide his time. And when he gets his chance, I'm sure he will play at the best of his abilities to try and keep that position. That's how it goes. We want quality players in reserve. You know, we want a squad, don't we? That's just how it is for Emmerich at the minute, and I'm sure he understands it fully.
And if he doesn't, well, you know, that's part and parcel of football, isn't it?
It's down to him now. Chris said it's down to him. There's only him choice now where he wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any issues at all of him wanting to leave City or anything like that. I think he's just got to bide his time, and you know, I'm sure if he was in John Stones' shoes or Diaz's shoes, he'd be going, well, you can't split me and Diaz up or me and Stones up. You know, Diaz, you're going to have to wait your turn, or Stones, you're going to look at how long John Stones has had to wait for his turn. He's 3 years older than Laporte. You know, Laporte is still very young in terms of centre back. He's got a long way to go yet. So if he was a Koulibaly age, Martin, something like that, you could understand him going, well, I'm running out of time here.
I agree with Chris. I think he could do left back.
Yeah, he could do.
Aki's problem.
Yeah, could do.
I think out of them all, Aki's the one who's got the problem. Out of them all.
Well,
to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. But then, how can you displace Zinchenko after his recent performance?
He's playing very well, Zinchenko. I have to admit, he's very impressive at the moment.
Oh, got to give him a new 5-year contract, surely.
I completely agree.
Did he song out from in the Martin?
All
the runs that Zinky makes are winding.
Yeah.
He's taking Kinky's song off here.
To even be caught under that absolute God's breath is an absolute.
Interesting. Leonard makes a point here, because I know you guys have spoken. I haven't, but I know you guys have spoken about it at length. And I'm a Rodri fan. I do think he's only young and he needs more time. He does need more time. But there have been rumours around social media and things like that talking about the possibility that Rodri might go in the summer. We might be looking at another central defensive midfielder in the, you know, Dennis Zakaria or somebody like that, Benasser or whoever. But Leonard's just made a point here and said, Laporte, CDM.
No for me.
Good on the ball, good tackler, got a bit of pace, got height. He's pretty quick. Good passer of the ball.
I've got 2 for CDM, and Albie Michaels, name one of them.
No. I'm not talking about, you know, buying in. I'm just saying here about Leonard saying about what about the possibility of let's face it. We have seen Pep convert players into different positions that we never thought we'd see. Zinchenko as a left back, Delph as a left back. You know, what's that?
Mascherano.
Yeah, Mascherano. Yeah, at Barca.
Didn't we do it with John Stones? Tried him at CDM for a few games.
I thought he played well. I thought he did okay. at CDM. But I'm saying I'm not saying this will happen, but it's, you know, maybe you don't know what Pep's long term is, but I think he's still a centre back. And if Pep's saying his comments were today, he's still the best left-sided centre back, basically, at the club. So he's still got him in his thoughts. But
Aki feels so good.
What's that?
It'll make Aki feel so good listening to that.
Yeah, but I've got a funny feeling he's got plans for Aki. I really do. I think Aki could be the left back. I really do think Ake could be we can get money for Mendy, money for Zinchenko, and we can bring in the likes of Anaki at left back, and been shouting for it for ages, get Angelino back. And there you've got different types of left backs. An attacking left back. We've got Cancelo who can play there at left back as well. But Ake could be that person. But anyway, on to other points. Talked about Gabrielle Jesus, and I know you guys had a real good moan about Gabi Jesus, or some of you did. And he said, Pep Guardiola today, he is at the right age to improve. And then when pushed on it, he says he knows how he needs to improve, which suggests Pep is not overly impressed, or he's still pushing him, saying, you're still not doing this, you're still not doing that, you still need to be doing this, of stuff that he's already been teaching him on the training pitch and stuff that he expects him to be doing on the pitch in games, and he's not doing it. What that is, he didn't say. So, Chris, he's at the right age, which he is. He's still only a young player. But he knows how he needs to improve. What are your thoughts on Gabi Jesus and Pep's comments?
Well, I think Gabi first came. You know, it was like it was going to have a few years to play alongside Sergio and then take his mantle. And he's had a few injuries, but he hasn't progressed as far as I would have liked to have seen him progress. I like the lad, I really do. I think he's a hard-working player. You can never knock him for his effort. But I do question whether he's a natural goal scorer in the vein that Sergio is. I don't think he is. He needs to score more goals.
Yes, and that's the thing. I think we've all said it, haven't we? It's goals, goals, goals. Yeah, last season when we were doing these live vlogs and we're talking about Gabi's goal to minute ratio, it was pretty exceptional. If you're a stats person and you're looking at those side of things, you go, Jesus Christ! He was at 100. Was it 102 per goal, which is phenomenal. But it never seemed to tie in, did it, with what you were seeing? It wasn't like, oh, Gabi's banged another couple of goals in, and Gabi's banged this in, and Gabi's. You look at the stats and you go, yeah, he has played a lot of games, and he has seemed to have scored quite a number of goals, but you never seem to see it when you're watching it. I don't know, Tom.
Yeah, it's interesting with Gabi. You know, like we say, you know, he's always a hard-working player. You know, you can never criticize his work rate. You know, I think it was a few days ago, if not today. It was it's 4 years since he joined us now, or 3 or 4 years now. And you know, I think me and Martin discussed this a few months back. What, you know, you can't really highlight much that he's sort of made a big difference of. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Yeah, and that's it. I was just about what I was going to say. That's the only sort of big impact he's had, that away goal to get the 100 points. And you know, those little things you sort of want from a striker. And I believe his first injury, I think I mentioned this on my show last week. His first injury down at Bournemouth, that's, you know, before then he was, you know, the striker that we expected, and we were absolutely blown away by him. And ever since then, he's not sort of performed up to them standards that we've sort of been expecting of him. But like Pep says, you know, he knows what he needs to do. You can see that there's potential there, 100%, or we wouldn't have kept trusting in him. But yeah, I think there's more to show from Gabi. But I don't think we can rely on him as our first choice striker as soon as Sergio leaves. Well, at the moment he is our first choice striker because Sergio's injured, and it just shows you.
Point here from Kirk: people forgetting Gabi versus Real Madrid.
Very true.
Yeah, I mean the thing is Kurt.
Once in a blue moon, mate.
What we're doing here is people are saying, yeah, but remember that goal against Southampton? Well, do you remember that performance against Real Madrid? And from a few, you sort of struggle. You sort of to really go, yeah, remember. I mean, you can, Sergio, you can just reel off, and I'm not comparing Gabi to Sergio, but you can just reel off, can't you? You know, 5 goals at Newcastle and all the other things. You know, Martin, Gabi?
People say in the comments short memories, but like you said, people are just pulling up the odd game.
Yeah.
You know, how many times have we the last season? Oh, when we were at the game, you know, did we come out going, "Where was Gabba?" We did it time after time, and
We did.
yes, Gabby's young enough to improve. Totally agree with you. My point on this is though, in the summer, if we want to bring in 3 or 4, there's going to have to be 3 or 4 go out the door at the same time. And here's my point on this is, I've always said it, if someone wants to give 50 million quid for Gabba, sorry, I'm snapping their hand off and driving them off to the airport. That's the way I view it. There's other players I would rather keep ahead of Gabby right now if we have to, because we're going to bring in 3 or 4, we're going to have to sell 3 or 4 out the door at the same time.
This is my conundrum on the whole thing. Is we've had these garbage rumours of Lukaku. Let's imagine that Lukaku rumour is true. How much do you reckon Lukaku will cost City from Inter? Right. Right. So you're talking about 90 million. You're saying, well, we'll take 50 million. I'll drive him to the airport and things like that. But how many times have we seen Lukaku at United and Everton go through spells of 10 games where he scores 8 goals and he's brilliant, and then piss all, nothing for 15, 20 games, and Everton fans, United fans going, get rid of him, he's shit, he's this, that, and the other, he's garbage. He's done it in spells at Inter where he's gone crap. And then just because he's in a rich vein of form, and I think Addy's made a point here, which leads me on to Gabby is no Aguero, but he is an incredible talent who has a high ceiling. I believe we will see Gabby raised to a 20-goal-a-season striker for no other reason than he works harder than everyone else. And that, working harder than everyone else, I don't believe you get out of Romelu Lukaku.
No,
I think he picks and chooses when he wants to work hard and when he does. On his day, he is phenomenal. Phenomenal player. Almost unplayable player. But that is far, too far in between a good game, a bad game, an average game. For me, it's too inconsistent. I don't know.
Can I ask a question? Just a lot of people in the comments, they all want to keep Gabby, which is fair enough. That's their opinion. People say they want to keep Gabby. They want to keep Sergio. Then they want to bring in Haaland. Who's willing to drop down to third charge striker at this point?
Well, hold on a minute. Ross has just put a point here. 43 Premier League goals in 111 appearances. That is a great second forward in any team. And I agree with that. And that's what I was saying before about the stats. And that was the point, is you look at his stats and you go, got bloody good stats, and his goal-to-minute ratio is really great. But you watch from afar, you go, how many times have we done vlogs where we've done player ratings after matches over the last 18 months where Gabby's played and we've gone, okay, give us your score prediction for Gabby, and it's been give him 7 or an 8 for his work rate. How many times does that come up?
All the time.
When do you go, oh, what a performance? I mean, he was taking players on. I mean, he was this, and it's always the add-on because he works hard for the team.
Yeah.
As much as I love that, is it, I mean, it's hard to disagree with the stats, but you really come away from games on his play going, what a performance by Gabby. You rarely do. Rarely. And I want him to stay because I think he's young, and I think another 3-4 years, we could be talking about a wonderful player who's banging in goals left, right, and centre for Real Madrid or somebody like that, and go, look at that. We got, a Kevin De Bruyne from Chelsea to Manchester City type of thing.
Yeah.
But
he's a lot quicker than me, Mr. Baker, down there.
It was me.
Was it you? Was it you that did that?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Ross just said we need 3 strikers.
I agree.
Another point is, Pep, Pep would class Torres as a forward. He'd class Sterling as a forward. So there's the other point of probably class Bernardo as a forward. So how many up to now? We've got like 6 forwards, and then we want to add to that.
Yeah,
play one.
We're not going to. I mean, no. we're not going to. And
don't start with the Danny Ings stuff.
I swear to God, 18 months I've been waiting for Martin to make a good point. Thank you, mate. That was a bloody good point.
Breaking news.
No, I'm happy, mate.
The reveal. See, we get the four of us together, and Martin makes a good point. There you go.
There you go.
Ross says,
I've been talking crap for 18 months.
Yeah.
You said it, not me. Sometimes, Ross says, sometimes you just have players who are 7 out or 8 every week. They're not that many. You would have instead of him. Yeah, and this is the dilemma, Ross. I'll be honest with you. I am sitting on the fence on this one because I can't go either way with him. I can't go, let's get rid of his crap, or I can't say he's brilliant, let's keep him. It's one of those that I do think, because of his age, I do think there's still something in there, and that's my thing with him. I'd hate City to sell him for 50 million quid. Let's say that's what you said, Martin. 50 million quid, and he goes to a Juventus or a Madrid or a Barca or whoever, and then starts banging in 20, 30 goals a season consistently, playing well for Brazil, and going, if we just kept him for another year or two. But you know, I'm guessing in the reality, in the real world, you can't keep players around if you want to get the likes of Erling Haaland, those type of players into the team. That's the problem.
Can I ask you a very quick question, Ananda?
Yeah.
And what you just said, and I get it. So if you had to choose between Sergio or Jesus to lose in the summer, which one would you lose?
I'd lose. If I had to choose, I'd lose Gabby. I've said all along I want Sergio.
And I'm not setting you up. I'm just asking.
No. I've said all along. I've got a funny feeling that Sergio won't be here after the summer. I want Sergio. I said this to you. You misquoted me on your vlog the other night, which I WhatsApped.
I get a lot of WhatsApp messages saying that.
I never said I wanted Sergio gone. I said I've got a funny feeling Sergio might not stay because of everything that's happened. I did say about 3-4 weeks ago. I did say I'll be very surprised if Sergio comes back and plays a ton of games for City this season. There's something is not right. There is something that is not right, and I don't know what it is. And it's a feeling. I might be totally wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because I want Sergio to get an extended contract. I really do. Because I'm telling you now, if Sergio went here in the summer, there's no way Messi is coming to Man City. No chance in a million years. Now, I'm not talking about the Messi thing, but I'm saying if Sergio isn't here, well, the Messi thing is not going to happen. Because if Sergio goes, Messi is never going to come to Manchester City if Sergio isn't here. That's gone. But I want Sergio here because I still think on his day, if fit, he's the best striker in the Premier League. Yeah, if I had to choose between the two, I'd take Sergio for another year over Gabby. But you know, if you got rid of Gabby, we'd have to bring somebody else in, and then who is it who competes with Sergio? Well, if you bring in Haaland, well, it is a thing. This is the thing about the Haaland thing. If Haaland came in, and we start the next season, within 6 games, he's had 1 goal. Would you want him to be replaced by Sergio if he was still here? Tom?
I know. I'd still have Sergio. I would. I'd still have Sergio. I'd still have Serge. You know, it's one of them. And going back to what you just said, if you had to have one that left as well, I'd keep Sergio over Gabby. Just the fact that, you know, he scores goals, and you know when you've got him back and he's fully fit, and I think he is fully fit. I think it's just this COVID thing that sort of, you know, delayed his return, and people are getting a bit impatient. But he can't help it.
But the thing is, he might be fit physically, but he's nowhere fully fit game wise.
Oh no,
nowhere near. He's 5 to 10 games off being fully fit.
Yeah,
because that's how long it normally takes him to get into any fitness.
Yeah, it does take a bit of a while for Serge after he comes back as well. So it'll be interesting to see what'll happen. It'll be interesting to see, seriously, Will, because, you know, I think the next return of Aguero will show you if we've got him how he used to be with a decent form, or if we're starting to see the decline of Serge, sadly. I think you'll see once he returns.
Chris, if we gave Serge an extended contract,
let's say we got rid of Gabby. Martin's got rid of him, drove him to the airport for 50 million. Took his bags, walked him through the exec lounge and put him on a jet to wherever. If Sergio signed an extended contract, we bought Erling Haaland, and 6 games into the season, Haaland scored one goal in 6. Would you drop him for Sergio?
Well, to be honest with you, Sergio would be starting for me if they're both fit.
Oh, Matt! Whoa! Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, and you said it, Andy, Sergio is still the best striker in the Premier League.
There you go. And so we're gonna spend 100 to 150 million quid minimum on Haaland, and Sergio starts for you over Haaland.
Yeah, but the truth of the matter is that Sergio will have plenty of games out, however long he stays, because he is picking up these injuries. It's an age thing. And, Erling Haaland, if he was to come out, I would love to see Erling Haaland at City. And, I think he'd fit in all right as well. But our problem isn't scoring goals. Our problem has been conceding goals. And we seem to have shored that up. And now the goals are starting to come back again now. So maybe we aren't going to be the City of old.
Which leads me on to the question about Romelu Lukaku was asked to Pep Guardiola. Well, not Romelu Lukaku. Well, it was mentioned about strikers in January, and he went, absolutely no. Nobody is coming in January. Nobody. That's it. So all these rumours about strikers coming in and Romelu Lukaku, he said, no, there is nobody. So, as you said, Chris, he's quite happy with what he's seen at the moment with all these clean sheets and other players chipping in with goals. Because let's face it, was it the season before last? We had 4-5 players that scored over 10 goals.
Yeah.
Now, there's a minimum of 50 goals straight away if all of them got 10. So if you've got the likes of Kevin De Bruyne and Sterling, Gabby, maybe, Ferran Torres, and others chipping in with those type of goals, then go on, Martin, you're laughing. Come on, because
I'm laughing. I'm reading.
No.
Because the way I'm reading all the comments, we could put the checkbook away in the summer. We don't need anyone. We've got all these players we don't want to get rid of and keep, and they'll be flying. And
well,
there's players we want rid of.
Yeah.
No, there's only one you want to get rid of.
There's 2.
Right. Okay. Right. We'll stop it for the fear of moving it on to the preview. Martin, over to you. You've got 2 minutes to tell us all of the players you want out of Manchester City and the players that you want.
You're not setting me up like that.
Why? It's simple. You obviously know because you just said it. So over to you. You've got 2 minutes.
What now?
Starting from now. What players do you want out of Man City and what players do you want in?
I'd get rid of Mahrez.
Okay, so I'm going to write this down. Mahrez.
He's writing this down and using it on me.
No.
To be honest, I'd get rid of Gabby.
Gabby, yeah.
I'd get rid of
Mendy, yeah.
Zinchenko.
Oh, Zinchenko. Yeah. Are you keeping Fernandinho or are you getting rid of him?
Yeah, we can keep. Listen, my issue.
I thought he was too old.
No, I don't mind. If he's okay to play 10 games a season, fine, keep him.
Oh, okay. That's different to what you said the other week. But go on.
He isn't. No, I said he shouldn't be starting. He shouldn't be the number 1 CDM starting every week. What I said. Big difference.
Okay. Who's better, Rodri or Fernandinho?
Right now, Fernandinho, but I don't remember Rodri being as good as Fernandinho being that good at Rodri's age either.
And that was that.
I'm not saying that against you. I'm just saying that against.
No. But that's a hypothetical question. It was a question of who is better right now. Well, so you're just getting rid of 4.
I think. Well, I'm still debating on Bernardo Silva. If I'm totally honest with you.
All right. So
being harsh.
Okay. Raheem Sterling. Do you want him here?
No, keep him.
You want to keep him? Okay. Anyone else? Kyle Walker?
No, keep him.
Yeah, keep him.
Eric Garcia?
Oh, no, he's on. I've classed that Garcia's already gone out the door. He's gone.
So all that Foden on loan?
Right, okay. So you're looking at Mahrez, Gabby, Mendy. Right, I'm going to quickly. This is not a go at you. This is just I'm trying to gauge what
I know what I bring in.
we're talking about. Whatever. Right, okay. Mahrez then, very quickly. How much do you think we get for Mahrez? It don't matter whether you're right or wrong. Just give me a figure.
I think you could probably get your money back, if not a little bit less for him.
What? So what? 50 million.
About between 50 and 60. I think you could get.
Okay, Gabby.
50.
Okay, Mendy. I don't say a bag of crisps, but give me how much? 25. Zinni.
Under 20.
So 20 million. Bernardo Silva.
You could probably get about 60 or 70 for him, if not a bit more.
Okay, we'll say 60 million. And Garcia, well, he's gone anyway. So if we look at that, we're looking at 180, 205 million you've got to spend there. Right, okay. Who are you bringing in? We've got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players gone there. So who are you bringing in with the 205 million?
Erling Haaland.
How much is Haaland going to cost?
That I don't know, because that's an auction.
Okay, no one's asking you the price figure. I've got no idea.
130.
Okay, 130 million for Haaland. Yeah.
Who else? Again?
Well, we've lost 6 players. You've brought in Haaland so far, and we still got Liam Delap, and we still got
left back. I would love Digne at Everton.
Digne. How much would he cost?
You're looking about 50 or 60 million, if not a bit more for him.
Okay, say 60 million then. Okay, so Digne at left back. So we've got rid of 6. We've brought in 2. Well,
I don't think we need a Mahrez replacement, because I don't think we ever needed him.
Okay, go on then.
So
we got rid of 6. We've brought 2 in.
Hudson to replace
Bernardo. You've got 50
to replace Bernardo. I know you won't like that.
Okay, how much is Aouar going to cost?
40, probably.
40 million. Okay.
I'd take that.
No, apparently I'm close to getting a deal on for like 35, weren't you, last summer?
Go on then. No. Go on. Go on, it's not a transfer one. Go on. 40 million. Aouar, so we're going like for Mahrez. Go on.
Left back. And who else was there? Eric Garcia doesn't need replacing.
Well, you've replaced Mahrez, you've replaced Gabi, and you've replaced Mendy. So far, you've got Zinchenko, Bernardo Silva, and Garcia has gone. You've got a midfielder, a left back, midfielder, and a centre back.
I'll probably leave it like that.
So we're going to get rid of 6, replace them with 3. So about 205 million we'll get for those 6 players. And it's going to cost us 235 million to get 3 players in.
So you got a net spend of 80.
Well, no, you haven't, because if you've got 205 million, 200 million incoming. No. 205 million for the incoming, for the outgoing business, and you're spending 190, 230 million on 3 players coming in. So you've spent 25 million extra.
I've been putting this chief exec job, won't I?
3 less players.
Yeah, but
this is the whole dilemma. This is the whole thing, isn't it? This is why we're not the CEO of Man City.
I agree with Chris. Always said it, and you said it. Did we ever need Mahrez? Was Mahrez ever a required player that we desperately needed at the time?
I think he was the wrong player. That was my thing. I think we did need somebody, but I think he was the wrong player. I've always said it right from before he signed. When I did the thing on him, I don't think he was the right signing for Manchester City. Just not in the position that he plays in. But I don't know. Tom, Chris,
did he say sell Bernardo?
Yeah.
Wow.
For 60 million.
I said between 60 and 70 million, you might get more.
I would. There's 2 players after that I'd like to.
So 1 second. He wants to get rid of Bernardo Silva, who was Player of the Year for Manchester City, and he wants to bring in Hudson Aouar, fucking garbage player, absolute most overrated player going. Just another Mahrez.
he wants to replace Bernardo Silva for Aouar. You know, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. But anyway, go on, Chris.
There's only two players that I mean, Garcia is going. We know Garcia is going, but there's always Taylor Howard Bellis to step into those shoes.
Yeah,
Mahrez and Mendy, get rid of them. I'd keep Zinchenko, if I'm honest with you. I think he's a squad player who never causes any fuss to the team at all. He's happy to bide his time on the bench. And I think if we could get Haaland and Declan Rice, I think we'd be sorted.
So you'll just go to maybe two big players, because I think Declan Rice will cost a lot of money.
Yeah, I think he will. I think
they're going to fleece us. West Ham will fleece us. But if you want him, you're going to have to pay that money. You're going to have to pay 100 million, I reckon, for Rice. I think it's a good player. Is he worth 100 million? No. But if you want that player, you know, you've got to pay that money, haven't you?
Yeah.
Dupe says, yeah, Aouar in, but never Bernardo out. Chris, go on. There you go.
I'd bring back Angelino as well. I'd have Angelino.
Oh, you forgot about Angelino, haven't you? Always forgot about Angelino.
I'd have Angelino.
Yeah. You can bring Angelino in. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, it's a good shout.
I think from what I read last week, that's done. Apparently, he said he's not coming back. You know.
No. There you go. Got a bad attitude, on the kid.
But you bring the best of that pace for himself, don't you?
Well, I mean, he's our player, isn't he? Garcia gone. TBH. Stop saying TBH. It's THB. You got me all confused the other night. Squad. Mendy gone 10 million max. Mahrez at a fair price 40 million. That's 55 million to put to Digne and one less in the squad.
10 million for Mendy.
Yeah.
Mark, don't speak facts though. Bernardo, 4 years, one great season. Angelino simply is not good enough.
Yeah.
Angelino defend, but can he defend?
Well, can Zinchenko?
I think he's good. I think Bernardo. I've always, I think Angelino is always good in an attacking in a 3-5-2 or something like that as a wing back. Yeah. We've seen it how many times, Martin? Come on, we've all seen it with our own eyes. He was garbage at defending. Garbage. Garbage. Worse than Zinchenko at defending.
How have our fullbacks been playing like that?
Going. Well, yeah. I mean, but that's I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't think this formation with bringing Zinchenko inside and Cancelo inside into an 8 role. I don't think that's going to be every single game. I think it's going to be Pep is picking that for the type of teams. There's no way against a United or a Chelsea or a Spurs or a Liverpool, Cancelo, you'll see Cancelo in an 8 role and Zinchenko in a 10 role and these type of, there's no way. We'd get absolutely slaughtered. So he's just picking the type of positions for these players for each team. But Andy says Zinchenko world class should be Man City TV Player of the Year. I would sell Mendy ASAP. Zinchenko more reliable than Mendy off the pitch. I'd keep him as backup. That's what Chris says. Did Bernardo piss on Martin's chips? I think he...
No. Bernardo's a very, very good player, but every player has a price. And
of course.
The money for them, it makes business sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're spot on, Martin. You're absolutely spot on with that. Albie Michael says, "What about Kimmich?" I mean, I've said Kim. I mean, I've been talking about Kimmich for 2-3 years coming to City, especially when Pep came. I thought this is the player. I think if he could nab anyone from Bayern, it was Kimmich. It's such a versatile player, but I don't think it's going to come. Go on, what you say, Martin? You want to say?
I'm serious when he's trying to. We've seen him trying to drink that bottle. He's like,
what are you laughing at, mate?
You drink it.
Sort your Swede out with that. Don't ever come on here with that.
And can I just add?
It's bigger than your head.
Kimmich does play for Man City now.
Huh? Well, if you signed him. Ross says Silver out and now Furnace stays. A week is a long time. I'm sick.
Well, it might be a long time on that channel, mate. But
nobody listens to what I say.
It's not on. No. Read the statement.
Yeah.
It might be a very long week on that channel, but not on here, mate.
Banging on about Douglas Luiz here.
How our players in a shite league, it's a risk. There you go. Rumours about Douglas Luiz, buyback 27 million. Well, I don't know. I've said it all along. I honestly don't think he's good enough for City. That's my honest opinion. But anyway.
Is he good, Chris?
Say again, mate.
Is Douglas Luiz good, Chris?
I think he's done well at Villa.
I guess we'll see tomorrow night because we're going to talk about Villa now. Andy, seriously, mate, we don't talk about Hernandez in this channel.
Does it mean why we don't talk about Hernandez?
No idea. Martin, don't worry, we understand you. Douglas Luiz is shite City reject. Careful, mate. I don't think it's that. No need for that. Speaking of Villa, yeah, there we go. Right, finally.
There was a joke in there, Ross.
Pep did say he's very impressed with Stones and Diaz, the attitude and the way they've worked together. He said is brilliant. I was asked about the Gabby thing and also about players coming back from having COVID and this type of thing. And he said, look, doctors don't even know the side effects of COVID yet. So give the players give them a break because we don't know how it's affecting them at the end of the day. So there you go. That's the press conference. We're going to quickly move on to the preview. We haven't got an opposition preview. None of the Villa fans wanted to come on. None of the big channels anyway. They were obviously too scared. So we've got the 4 presenters on tonight to talk about tomorrow's game. Basically, we're going to look at the lineup. I mean, there's not much to really talk about preview because obviously with a preview you want to talk about what the Villa fans think about their teams and things. But as it stands at the moment, the table is Aston Villa. I mean, believe it or not, after all their postponements, Villa have only played 15 games. And if you look at the moment, Leicester have won 2-0. Have won 2-0. So they're top of the table. Played 19 games. Well, Aston Villa are 11th on 26 points after only playing 15 games, 4 games. So if let's imagine they won their 4 games in hand, they're on 38 points, which is equal to Leicester, who sit top of the table. So Aston Villa have done really well this season. So Chris, what are your thoughts on Aston Villa, the fact that they've been off for a number 3 games now, and coming back after this COVID break? They've had the training ground shut down for most of that time, and I think they're back yesterday. What are your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
Fair play to Aston Villa. They've had a good season and played some good football as well. I think that the 3-week break's not going to do them any good. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. While we've been steadily improving our form, they've been sat on the backsides, and I think it's going to make it very tough for them. So, I really think they've done very well. And after watching them in the Carabao last season, they did okay in that game, but they looked a league below, as I thought.
Yeah.
But this season they've definitely grown.
Yeah, they have. I mean, like I said, I was looking at that table before. Just thought I'll bring up the table. I can't remember how many points are on, and I was absolutely shocked to see they're in 11th. They are 1 point behind Arsenal. 1 point behind Arsenal, and they've only played 15 games. They've got 4 games in hand on Arsenal, who are in 10th. I mean, their previous 5 games were had a defeat, then they had a draw, they had 2 wins, and then they had a draw before the training ground was locked down because of COVID. So I said 26 points. If they were to win those 4 games in hand, I know it's hypothetical, they'd be on the same points as Leicester are at the top of the table. So, Tom, what are your overall thoughts before we look at our predicted sort of teams tomorrow?
Yeah, so I do think it'll be a tough game. I think it'll probably one of the toughest we've faced in the past few weeks, other than Chelsea and United. Obviously in different competitions, but
Chelsea,
Villa, United.
that's not a tough game anymore, Tom. Come on.
Yeah, it's very true, actually, Chris. To be fair, but yeah, they've got some good players who are in form. Obviously, this break, like Chris has said, that could affect them a little bit. They were in good form, but any team that hasn't played for enough as a full squad for near enough 3 weeks is going to be affected. And like in that time, we've improved our form, and they've got some good players, Grealish especially, who's on fire before he obviously has this COVID. So it'll be an interesting game. I don't think it'll be the usual Man City versus Aston Villa predictions. People predicting 4-5-0 to us, but I do believe that it was quite a tough game for us, and I think we'll just need to battle it out and just show that we are the better side, because there's a lot of teams who have been at the helm of an Aston Villa domination this season, and Liverpool's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, what was it 7-2?
7-2, yeah.
7-2. I mean, you're like, Aston Villa beat Liverpool 7-2. It's like, we forget that. That seemed like such a long time ago. Love it. Actually, it's funny here. I wasn't, I forgot to say last night. Predictions wise, Martin's going to be 100% correct anyway. I did say to my lads last night before 4-0. Or the day before the game. So, Martin, you got 4-0, didn't you? Correct? Is it 4-0? Yeah. Predict. So, on with that one. What are your thoughts on tomorrow's game overall? Bear in mind that they haven't played for, is it 3 weeks? Is it 3-4?
January.
So, nearly 3-4 weeks they haven't played. So, we don't know what to expect. And they've only just. We've only just recently, the last 24, 36 hours, return to full training. So, what are your thoughts on tomorrow's game?
I don't think it'll be their first full team out, if I'm totally honest. I know apparently I did look at the Birmingham Mail earlier on, Christopher's local newspaper down there, and they had a look at apparently a lot of their first team players that have trained today. But I don't think they will be playing. I'm not looking sad. I can see for the first 20 minutes, half an hour, I think we'll slug it out with them. But I can see us absolutely ripping these apart tomorrow by 60, 70 minute mark.
Okay, interesting. Right. We'll come to score predictions at the end. But what we want to do is, I asked the guys before about their lineups. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around the room, and we'll start with Chris, and I'll show you what he thinks. So Chris, you can talk it through. It'll probably cover up the screen. So I'll let you talk it through, and this is your lineup. Oh, sorry, I nipped. Oh, sorry, maybe I need to remove that there. 1 minute.
Edison in the net.
It is Edison. Trust me, Edison.
You spelled KDB wrong there, Andy.
Have I?
Yeah, it should be G-O-D.
Oh yeah, God, no, those bloody 3 letters. Yeah, God. Go on then. So obviously, I apologise because we've actually I'll remove the banner. Hey, there we go. I'll remove.
There we go. We can see Eddie.
So we've got Edison in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just Walker. I think needs to have another game, as long as COVID hasn't affected him too much. Get his form back. Stones and Diaz, undroppable. I think Cancelo deserves to have another game now. He's been played really well. Zinchenko's had a few. Time for Cancelo to come back. Rodri, I think, will play over Ferner. He's had his rest, so I think that's the way he'll go. Gundo and KDB again, I think, pick themselves. Foden needs to come back in. Jesus and Raz, I think, will play again. Raz is the one I was umming and ahhing about.
If it wouldn't have been Raz, who would you have picked?
I would have put Torres on if it wasn't for Raz.
That wasn't what the answer he wanted.
He can't bring himself to say it, can he?
I wouldn't pick him against Cheltenham.
No, people said,
Hey,
you just
Chris.
said that field, wouldn't you?
I'm with you, buddy. Right, I'm on to Tom. Here you go. This is Tom's lineup for tomorrow.
Wow.
So go on, Tom. Talk us through it. Move over to the side a little bit so we can see that beautiful face. There you go. Go on.
So yeah, I think we've gone sort of not it's strong in a way. You know, I think Torres will get his first start. I think Walker will get another run out because you need to save Joao for the big games. I think Stones and Diaz are inseparable at the moment, so that's why they're in. I think Mendy needs another run out. Cancelo and Zinchenko resting. Rodri and CDM, I think obviously because Dino played the other night, I think that's what it would be. Gundogan in form, KDB in form, I think they deserve to be in. I think Foden will get another run out because he didn't get a full game. Torres, like I say, and I think Gabby will obviously start up front. Maybe Mendy might not start, who knows, but I think he probably will be because, you're looking at how many games we've got coming up and especially, with Cheltenham's a big game for us. It's the FA Cup and, it's knockout football. So I think Zinchenko will be saved for that game. So, yeah, pretty strong and, very strong, really, compared to what we had a few weeks ago. So, yeah, happy with that.
Criticism. Go on. Is it the Mendy thing?
Well, it's the Joao thing, really. He gets his autograph and his letter off him.
Yeah, and look, where is he?
Where's Joao? Now you know how loose he feels. This is what he's like. Gets what he wants, dumps him. Terrible.
No,
Why have you not picked? Why have you not picked? Why have you not picked Cancelo? Because he came on as a sub and he didn't start.
No, I believe that Joao, obviously he's the better of the right backs at the moment. I believe that we're saving him. He is. He's better. He's the better of the two right backs at the moment. He is. And I believe that Cheltenham's a bigger game than Villa, in my opinion.
Oh, get off.
It is because we're going on all four fronts, as you like to claim. Cheltenham's a bigger game, in my opinion. And I believe that Joao should start the Cheltenham game because it's a bigger game for us. Walker didn't play too good on like the other night, so I think he just. Yeah, but he starts. Yeah, he starts just to have another chance because we need fully fit players.
Tom, I think the EDS would beat Cheltenham.
Probably so. But I can definitely, you look at the games that are coming up for us. There's some big games coming up, and I believe that Liverpool game. I think Joao would start that as well. It's just I think that he's started a lot of games over the past few weeks, and I think he deserves a rest because he's been absolutely world class. So I think he just deserves a bit of a rest, to be honest.
Okay, well that says something when your favourite all-time player at Man City is resting him for Cheltenham.
I'm not being disrespectful here, but that'll be one of the big
in Cheltenham in March.
Going.
You are
in Cheltenham in March.
Yeah, usually.
Well, it's normally in March, isn't it, Cheltenham? Yeah. Anyway, that'll be lost on a few people.
We all know what happened last time,
right? Yeah, we do. Martin, Martin's lineup. Here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Martin.
I'll go that way.
There you go.
Steady Eddie. I've got Joe in the team.
There you go, Tom.
I don't just drop my boys that easy.
Oh, there we go. You jump on the bandwagon now. Leave him alone. He deserves the right.
Stones and Diaz, they're absolutely inseparable. And what I like about those two, and why I think it's harder for Laporte, going back to that earlier topic, you've seen the relationship between those two. They're like long-lost lovers. They're absolutely in love with each other, those two, at the moment. Mendy's going back in. Are you two like making faces behind that screen?
Yeah, me and Chris.
I just think Mendy will play because I think he's got to play at some point. Rodri goes back in because of Fernandinho played the other night. KDB, I was unsure about because the rumours are he's not fully fit. So I was umming and ahhing on KDB, whether they'll rest him. Gundogan, because he's got to. And I do think it'll be false 9 again with Foden, Torres, and Sterling.
Interesting. I keep looking at these things, and I keep wanting to do one of those, those that pull you the wrong side things on there. But interesting. So we've got Cancelo in, we've got Mendy in. So Chris had Cancelo. Chris had Cancelo and Walker. Tom had Mendy and Walker, and Martin's gone for Cancelo and Mendy. So 3 different ones. Right, here's mine. You're not going to like this. There you go. Edison, John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Joao Cancelo at right back, Mendy at left back, Rodri holding, and KDB gets a rest tomorrow with Bernardo and Gundogan ahead of Rodri. Right, so right. Torres up front and Phil Foden on the left-hand side. I've got a really, really funny feeling that tomorrow KDB might get a rest. He looked goosed the other night when he was walking off the pitch. And then the previous game where Sterling missed the penalty, Pep was saying he was knackered. That was the reason why. And then he had such a great game, don't get me wrong. But it wouldn't surprise me if he's looking at tomorrow going, I think we can go without him, certainly for the first half. He might be on the bench. That's my predicted one. Who knows? It's one of those, isn't it? When you look at lineups with Pep Guardiola, you've got no idea. Taylor Howard-Bellis will probably partner Nathan Ake or something like that tomorrow. Who knows what it is? But that's the 4 of us. That's our thoughts on it. So I'll quickly throw them up again so you can see that is Chris's. I'll remove that banner again. There you go. That's Chris's. Edison, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Cancelo, Rodri, KDB, Gundogan, Foden on the left, Sterling on the right, and Jesus up front. Tom's was Edison, Walker, Stones, Diaz, Mendy. Dropped his favourite player, Cancelo. He's rested for Cheltenham. Sorry, my apologies. Rodri, KDB, Gundogan, Foden on the left, Torres and Jesus. So I think all of us have said about Torres, Foden and Jesus, haven't we, up front? Martin.
Plus 3 Gold Cup.
Martin went Edison, Cancelo right back, Stones, Diaz and Mendy, Rodri holding, KDB and Gundogan, Foden on the left, Sterling on the right, Torres. It was Edison, Stones, Diaz with Cancelo and Mendy, Rodri holding, KDB gets a rest with Bernardo and Gundogan, Foden, Sterling and Torres again. So anyone have Jesus?
No.
Yeah. Tom had Jesus in his team. Chris had Jesus as well.
Me and Martin. Everyone against Mendy because everyone's going squeaky bum time with Mendy. When did Martin
the clown?
There you go. Chris says no clowns in my team. There you go.
No Mendy or Mahrez ever.
Are you against Mendy because of what he did over COVID or because he's an absolute crap player?
I just don't think
Here's a great question. Dupe, I think you need to reread this. What about signing James Maddison? Imagine him and Maddison.
Oh, beautiful. Maddison and Madders.
Hey, that's like a 1970s cop film, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah.
Maddison and Maddison. Private investigators.
Yeah, that's one.
Stefan over Edison, maybe. Add this one in there.
Final play weekend.
Tim Smith from Leeds. How are you, mate? We're home tomorrow, mate. Scott Williams, great point, Shadow. Imperative to keep the train chugging along. KDB has to start. Yeah, I mean, I'd start him. I've just got a funny feeling he might get put on the bench tomorrow. But anyway, it's all about opinions. Smash the like button for the lads, please, says Tim Smith. Thank you very much, Tim. Really do appreciate that. And that, you Blues, is from a Leeds fan. KDB and Maddison, you meant. We know that. That United fan, who would you have a title race with? Not you, that's for certain, because you're not even going to be in it by the end of the season. But there you go. I'd have it with, if I could, Cheltenham Town, if that was on offer. But
big game, that big game.
It is a It's a huge game.
You can take the mic.
10 years, that.
You have to beat every team to win the competition.
Hey, you're spot on, Yarchi. You're spot on, mate. Anyway, we've even got Leeds fans telling us, look, it's not 65, mate, it's 68 at the moment on here. But look, we've even got Leeds fans telling everyone, look, there's 60 odd in the
Yorkshire boys.
Dropped to 66. The Yorkshire lads are on. Mendy and Foden own the left. There you go. Right. Final question for tonight. That is the score prediction. So go around the room. Before we finish, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's made comments. There's been so many. I do apologise that I can't get through everyone because so many questions to all of us. 4 people being on, so sometimes it's very difficult to when there's so many people on to go through every single question. But Chelsea lost 2-0. They did do pay, yeah. So we're going to go around the room and ask for your predictions. If you want to make a comment, what you think your prediction will be tomorrow night, maybe when we do the watch along of the post match and everything else, you can say, see, I'm as good as Martin. Because Martin is the prediction king at the moment. So over to Chris.
We're not doing the league anymore.
What league?
I should have won.
Chris, what's your prediction?
3-0, mate.
You're going 3-0?
To Villa. You're a good fan, you.
Go on, I'll ask you a question. Goal scorers. I know people like those type of questions. But
Goal scorers, right, okay. I can't remember. I've picked him a team now. We'll go with Gabby.
I'll bring it up for you. There you go. I took Edison out because I'm hoping that you haven't got Edison.
Yeah. Well, he might take the pen.
Yeah.
Gabby, Rodri, and Phil.
Gabby, Rodri, and Phil. There you go.
3-0
to Chris. He goes Gabby, Rodri, and Phil. Go on, what's your score prediction, mate?
I am the same, 3-0, and I think it'll be Torres, Gabby, and Foden that'll score.
Ooh, Torres, Foden, and Gabby. You say?
Yeah, front three.
Interesting. Martin, what's your score with your team tomorrow?
5-0.
5-0. Okay.
Gabby.
Torres.
Hat-trick for John Stones?
Torres to score.
Yeah.
Sterling to score.
Yeah.
Foden to score.
Yeah.
I think, go on, screw it. I think Torres will get 2 tomorrow. And I think Mahrez will come off the bench and score the last one.
Okay. So Martin's going for 5-0. We've got Chris and Tom at 3-0. I'm going for 2-0 City tomorrow. I'm going to go for Raheem Sterling to continue his goal scoring prowess, and I'm also going to go for. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with Ilkay Gundogan. I'm going to go Sterling and Gundogan to score tomorrow. 2-0 City. I think it'll be a comfortable game, but maybe it might not be. It might be like the game the other day where it was a little bit tough in the first half, but I think they'll tire. Martin might be right. They might tire really after 60 minutes. They really might tire. Seeing as though they've not had any games lately, and we possibly could bank in a shed load of goals towards the end. But anyway, any final words, Chris?
No, just all the best to Lewis. Take care, mate.
Yeah. Tom?
Yeah, likewise. All the best to Lewis. Hope his family and himself are okay. And yeah, all the best.
Harj says, I like Martin's prediction and scorers. There you go. So Ozzy thinks Foden hat-trick.
Just bring up Doopy's comment about the Martin, you can't even beat Villa 2-0 on FIFA.
What's that?
It's pulled some, it's pressed some buttons. This, hasn't it? Look at his anger come out there.
Oh no, hang on. He says I can't beat Villa 2-0 on FIFA, but I can beat Southampton 6-1 on FIFA, and I can beat Chelsea 2-1 on FIFA.
Yeah, but you lost to who else did you lose to?
I lost to Leicester. I did agree. I didn't play very well.
Tottenham?
No, I drew with them.
Did you?
Yeah, I drew 1 each.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, 1-1. It was like I wished during the last 3 days. It was like pulling teeth. I wish I could have done.
You all disappeared. I won my last 3 games.
It's dreadful to watch.
Yeah, but who was that team? We couldn't even work out that bit.
So I beat Southampton 6-1.
Never even heard of him. What was that? Never even heard of him.
When I did the extra match, I did that huge match against Cheltenham. We beat them 10-0. It was like it was the hardest game of the season, Tom. It was the biggest and hardest, mate.
I definitely said that, Martin, didn't I?
But anyway, I want to say a massive thank you for Dupe. You've reeled him in like a kipper. You actually, you got him biting on that one. So well done, Dupe, for doing that. Martin has resorted to bribing the refs. There he goes, says Andy. But guys, Martin, final thoughts?
Watch, Lewis.
Not about FIFA.
If you need anything, Lewis, like Chris has said, Tom said, you know our Twitter handles, you know our email, mate. Just get in touch and we'll get in contact with you. Anything you need, we're here, mate, for you. And also, watch along tomorrow, 5:30. Don't forget, guys, I'm now going to go 15 minutes earlier, so we're going to have a full 30 minutes before kickoff to get into the nuts and bolts of the team. We can have a good chinwag.
The nuts and bolts. There's another one of Martin. We're going to get into the nuts and bolts and have a roll in the park.
What is this comment Dupe's put up?
He also turned a difficulty down. That's why the camera turned up. No, I did not.
Oh, you cheat!
Oh, right. Let's get him off here while we talk about. I mean, that is disgusting, isn't it? I mean, we've been.
It's not the first time.
He's been found out, hasn't he, tonight? He's been absolutely found out. Look, bringing him.
Anyway, guys, I just want to.
But here we go. He's an absolute melon, isn't he? He really is. Tim Smith has smashed the like for the lads. We'll bring him back to say goodbye. Yes.
Where'd you get that on any other channel?
No, you don't. But anyway, listen, you can't reel in a Kiprandit's herring yet. It's in the sea. That's a very good point, mate. You're spot on there. You are spot on. But don't forget, join Martin tomorrow for the watch along. What time again? Is it 5:30? 5:30 tomorrow.
20 to 6 then.
Well, so 20 to 6, yeah. Martin.
20 to 6, and we'll be off about 1 in the morning, knowing me. We'll still be going.
Yeah, he badgered me off my player ratings last night. Then he kept going. FIFA's coming up. Yeah, FIFA's coming up. Yeah, okay, I'll finish it now. And then stays off for about 3.5 hours. But anyway, go over and watch Martin's FIFA. It is quite funny. Only if you don't watch the actual gameplay, just read the comments. That's funny. But anyway, why is this the best Man City channel? Why? This is why City channel on YouTube. Thank you, Dupe. And Andy Milnes, he got me on that one. Well done, Andy Milnes. But guys, this is Andy from Man City Fans TV. I want to say a massive thank you to Tom, Martin, and Chris. Lewis Yates, we are so sorry to hear the bad news, but we're here. Hopefully, that hour and a half has took your mind away just for 90 minutes away from it. But good luck with everything that will happen in the future. And guys, don't forget, tune in tomorrow. And let's hope Man City continue with their usual form, which is another win, another clean sheet. So that's what we want. But take care. Don't forget, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Come on, we have seen there are hundreds upon hundreds of people watching these videos. They're not even subscribers. Just give us a subscribe, hit that subscribe button. That's it. But take care. We'll see you soon.